Are you trying to change or improve an area of your life? You want to make more money, you want to be better at marketing, or my favorite, you want to improve your body. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons people find it so hard to change, grow, and improve. And then I'm going to show you 3 things you can do immediately on your own to start making changes if you choose to. Why is it so hard to look at our lives and make the decision, I'm going to be better? The first reason is, see, understanding that you have a problem, even learning ways to fix it, even knowing things that you can already do to make it better, does not actually change you. If so, we'd all be slim, rich, and in love. The problem is, just because you know something, and just because you've learned something new, that doesn't change you. Becoming changes you. So what does that mean? You've taken a seminar, read a book, learned something, and said, this is it. This is the jackpot. This will change my life. Haven't you? But a month later, you forgot about it. You hear it again later and you go, oh my goodness, I learned that a long time ago and I'm not doing it. If that's you, here's the problem. You are you. Great, bad, ugly, phenomenal, amazing. You are you. And you have taken your entire life to become the person you are, with the habits, the daily routines, and the life that you've created. The only way to make a major change is for life to change you through some traumatic event, or for you to decide to become a different person. How do you know how you become a different person? How do you know who you've become? Look at what you do without thinking about it. And so if you truly want to develop a new skill, new habits, new patterns, new ways of thinking, you cannot do it in a workshop or classroom. You have to do it in your mind. And you have to start doing that thing and do it consistently until you no longer have to think about it to do it. That's what I call becoming a person who does what will make you successful. So you don't need another workshop. You don't need to learn some magical skill. You just need to do what you already know until you become consistent, until you don't have to think about it, and it just happens naturally. Becoming the person who does, eating better, saving your money, being more loving to the people you love, becoming a person who purposefully does things to improve their lives. That's the goal. That's the first problem. Here's the second problem. The second thing is understanding that you are a unique individual. And that is, just because some famous author or guru or coach says you should do this, doesn't mean you can do it, number one. And number two, doesn't mean it'll work for you the way it may have worked for many others. The reality is, you and I are unique individuals. We have spent our entire lives with our genetics, our metabolism. We've developed habits. We've got financial constraints. We've got time constraints. We've got all sorts of physical constraints. And we've got a life. We got people. You can't just wake up one day and decide, I'm going to start doing this, if that doesn't fit into your lifestyle. A 6'5" drop dead handsome man has advantages over me, who's 5'8", and well, you decide what you think I look like. The point is, because somebody else did something and became very successful, doesn't mean that you and I can do the same thing for many, many reasons. So what we have to do to overcome that is we have to start doing something, notice what happens, make corrections, adjustments, improvements until we find what works for us. So I've used this process to help people through all forms of eating and exercising to improve their bodies. Let's talk about exercise. So many people in their 50s have never seriously run as adults. And they tell me, Mark, I can't run. I'm not able to run. And I got them started walking. Then I was walking a little faster. Then doing a little bit of interval walking. They walk fast, they walk slow, they walk fast, they walk slow. And then before you know it, they're jogging. And then over time, they ran 5Ks and 10Ks. They swore they could not run. No, maybe they couldn't start running, but they can work their way up to running. And what I want you to understand is that if there's something that will improve your life, do not judge yourself by the person you are now, but think about the person you can become. And how do you become that person? You start doing it, you learn how to get better at it, and you do it again and again and again. And one day you're a person who does this thing that will make you successful. So becoming is the number one key to long-term change, growth, and an improved life. How do you become? You do it every day. You repeat it. You repeat it. You learn from what happens and you get better every day, a little bit better every day. And in every way, before you know it, you go from, as in the case of my clients, someone who I can't run, I'm not a runner, to all of a sudden they are runners and they run 5Ks and 10Ks and they consistently run. The same thing can be done with your money, in a relationship, with any aspect of your life. Become by figuring out what works for you, get in the habit of doing it, make it better and better, and before you know it, you've become a person who does this thing that will make your life successful. Let's talk about the third element really quick, because this is the one that everyone ignores, and that is the element of time. So when I talk about time, I'm not so much talking about time in terms of minutes, hours, days, weeks, maybe not even months. I'm talking about the element of time over maybe months, but definitely quarters and years. I'm going to use a word. It's not the classiest word I've ever used, but you can absolutely suck at anything and become really, really good at it over the course of time. Not days, not hours, not even weeks, but months, quarters, and years. And if you're young enough, decades, I'm telling you, you'd be amazed at how great you can be at something if you give it time. So, becoming is the goal. You want to become a person who does what will make you successful. How do you define what will make you successful? You do it again and again. You learn from your results and you improve. How do you truly become that person who does? You just do it over and over and over again until you don't even have to think about it. You just wake up and you do it. I'm not saying these are the easiest things in the world to do. I'm just telling you they work every time they've tried. You want to become a person who does what it takes to make yourself successful, and you want to give yourself time to become that person who does what it takes. And then you can take the next iteration, and literally speaking, every year of your life, you can make yourself better in one way or another. And that's the message I wanted to bring to you today. But I'd also like to help you become that person who does what is required to be successful over the course of time. And so I have literally created a training program called In 88 Seconds a Day. And what I do is every day, and it's a 12 months of daily videos of 88 seconds in length that give you a principle, a concept, a framework, a strategy, a technique, or something to improve your life as it relates to how you think, to what you do, to strategies and techniques about doing things in life better. And when you get each lesson every day, it makes you think and it gives you an idea to pursue. And the ideas you pursue will be the ones that appeal to you, that you can see can help you. And every day I remind you, and I grow on those things every day for a full year. And it's called In 88 Seconds a Day. And it's a daily video within my community. And I'm available for questions and follow up to help you implement what you learn. And in that program, twice a month, we get together and we talk about what you're learning. You can ask questions and all sorts of stuff with the other people on the same journey as you, learning the same techniques and skills as you. In 88 Seconds a Day is designed to not teach you something, because everybody can teach you something. It is designed to get you to become someone, the person you truly want to be. The person who wakes up every day, not just with the desire, but with the ambition to go out and do what is required to create the results that you want. And it takes the course of time to help you perfect your strategies, your techniques, and your personal performance and behavior. Somewhere on this page where this video is a link to be able to go and learn more and even sign up. The best part of it is that right now, because I'm initial launch of this course, it's only $28 a month. And what that means is that because it's a monthly plan, you can cancel anytime while you're on the monthly plan. If I don't do my job in the first month, you can cancel. And you've invested $28 and that's it. But if I help you, and in that first month you see the new you emerging within, you're learning things that are moving you close to the life that you want to live, then you just do it the second month. And I have to prove myself every month in order to keep your business. I wanted to make this video and I wanted to share with you this because it is my desire not to teach you something that you may or may not use, but to help you become someone who does everything you want to do.